It's time for a reissue of Why Are You Awake? Paul Farahvar here, your host this week. In honor of birthday girl Lele Mason, I'm reissuing her podcast because not enough people saw it or knew about it. Go check her out, follow her on Instagram. Check out this special episode of Why Are You Awake? Been traveling so much, I haven't really had a chance to record some new episodes. Hope to do that soon. I'm also working on a new project called Stuck with Paul, where I interview comedians in elevators, comedians and celebrities. So look out for that. Thank you for all of you that watched the Can You Go Home episode, pilot episode I put up with my childhood home and Erica Clark's childhood home. I'm going to work on that next year with some notes that I got from industry people as well as people that watched it. So I really appreciate you watching it. Tell your friends about it. It's a show I'm really proud of, as well as my new project, as well as this podcast. Come see me live. Follow me on Instagram and follow me on YouTube. If you don't already subscribe to this channel, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, all that stuff. Come see me live. I'll be at Laughing Academy this Friday with my friends Sam Rocha and Dan Cass. That's in Glenville, Illinois, January 9th. Then I'll be at the Clearwater Comedy Club January 16th and 17th in Florida. I'll be headlining McCurdy's in Sarasota, my home away from home, on Wednesday, January 21st and Sunday, January 25th, and then opening for Orny Adams on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be headlining Denver Comedy Lounge January 30th and 31st in Denver. Then I'll be at the Tacoma Comedy Club February 12th through the 14th in Washington. I'll be headlining JP's Comedy Club in Gilbert, Arizona, February 20th and 21st. And then I'll be headlining in Chicago at Zany's Comedy Club in Old Town on Thursday, January 12th. Please spread the word about this podcast. Email me, share, review us. You'll get one of these Why Are You Awake pins if you want them. I still have 7 left. Thank you so much for a great year. 2026, Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys. Come say hi to me after shows. If you listen to this podcast, it means a lot to me if people are listening. I love to hear feedback, and check out our sponsor. As some of you know, I used to be a practicing lawyer in Chicago. I no longer practice, but from time to time, I need a lawyer. And when I need a lawyer, I call my friend Scott Shapiro. Scott Shapiro has been practicing law for over 25 years in Chicago. He does it all, from workers' compensation to personal injury, employment issues, and even entertainment law and contract needs. If you need a lawyer, call my friend Scott. 312-648-8800. That's 312-648-8800. Or you can email him at scott@scottshapirolegal.com. Tell him I sent you. You're welcome. Why Are You Awake time? Paul Farahvar here. This week we have one of my favorite comedians in Chicago, up and coming. I remember the first time I saw her, she did my show I had at Laugh Factory. I didn't book her, so anytime someone else books someone on my show, I get upset. And I was like, oh God, this person's going to suck ass. And then she didn't. She was hilarious, and I became an instant fan. Comedian Lele Mason.
Yay.
And I couldn't say your name the first time. Remember, did I fuck it up on stage?
Hold on, wait a minute.
So you did my show, right?
That was your show?
I think it was Drink Day Laugh, right? Or
no,
what was it?
that wasn't it.
What show was it?
It was a regular Saturday night, but it was like still kind of pandemic-y.
Okay.
So, you know, the
no, you
plastic.
Did, okay, yeah.
Before we get to, we did the plastic was kind of up and stuff. And like you were like last in the show, and I guess you had came in and like watched the show a little bit, and it was kind of like stagnant. And then I went up.
That's right.
And had like the craziest energy ever, and
you
just
crushed
like,
it.
Flipped the room. Yeah,
and I got excited.
Yes.
You're right. So
and
my version was different.
Yeah, and you came to me. You was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." Like
that's right.
I was so worried about that show. Like that was that show. I'm like,
yeah, that's right. Okay, my bad. I thought it was a different show, but you did do my show too.
I did right after that, and someone else booked me for it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, but then I remembered it was you, and then I remember I kept fucking up your name. I was like, is it Lele or Lele? And I kept in my head, I getting my head back and forth. But yeah, you did. I do remember that show.
Yeah,
because it was stagnant, and then you came in and corrected it, and I had to close the show. I was like, oh, thank God, because a lot of people don't. They say it's hard. I like going after someone that does well as opposed to someone that does horribly. What do you think for comedy?
No, well,
like people are like, oh, they're gonna bury you. I'm like, fuck it, let them, because I feel like you can get a wave of energy.
Yeah.
Like if someone really good is before you. Now if they're too good, it sucks. But
well, for me, growth is the goal. So if you're ahead of me and like you're demonstrating what it's like to be an outstanding comic, and I know I'm not at that level, yes, I want to see that. Yes, I want to follow that, because if that's going to be my worst, it can't get worse than that. So
right. You get better that way.
You know, my floor, you know like, yeah.
Curtis at Laugh Factory did that to me once purposely, and I didn't understand at the time. Chris Red had just done SNL. He came back to Chicago for one night, and we started together. He started in Chicago. They already announced he was going to be a special guest at Laugh Factory, so it was already packed, and somehow it leaked that he was going to be there, maybe. Chris is like, where do you want me? And then Curtis goes, I want you to go right before Paul. Bury him. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And I was freaking out, and I had to follow Chris Red. Thankfully he didn't. He like did me a favor. He goes, all right, that's my he didn't like completely intentionally bury me, but I remember the host that night. I go, hey dude, bring him back down a little bit, do something. He goes, yeah, I got you. And he just brought me right up. I'm like, you motherfucker. People were taking pictures with him on the side of the stage. Yeah, because he just did. Yeah. And I was like, oh, for the first 2 minutes, it was brutal.
Yeah.
That's like an extreme version. But yeah, I always like to have the energy. I think it's easier to ride a wave of someone crushing as opposed to like resetting the room another time.
I did the Burbank Comedy Festival last year.
Okay.
I had 2 shows in the same night. And on my first show, the guy before me, I didn't see his set, but the host was like, oh, you're about to crush. And I said, thank you. I'm thinking like he's wishing me well. And I was like, thank you, because I wanted to do well, right? He was like, because this guy just fucking ate it. And like, and I was just like, I don't want to hear this before I go on stage, because my goal was just to be good anyway. I don't want it to be a result because somebody was bad. Right. So it's like you have no choice but to be good. I don't know if I've thanked you.
Are you being sincere right now? Or are you gonna fuck?
Sincere.
Okay, yeah.
Why do
I don't know.
You always want to fight with me. I don't want no problem.
I don't know why. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, like I really sincerely appreciate like the recommendations and the shows, or even you being like, you know, I want Lele to do this. Like that means the world to me. Like, so thank you so much.
Except now when I hit you up to do stuff, you're like, I don't have time for your shit.
Not at
don't
all.
Return my calls. I've asked you to do this podcast for like 3 months, and you're like, I'm busy that night. I'm like, I didn't even tell you the day yet.
Stop it. Stop lying to your
audience. You got too fucking big. You have your own show now at the Laugh Factory. It's like, I don't have time for your shit. I support the show. It's not mine, though. When I get a Lele Mason and friends, you will absolutely be a friend. I'll make a friend
of the show.
Okay, good. I appreciate that. It's funny because when I started, a lot of people I bring on the road, like up and coming, who I knew were now are bigger names, and I would say, they're like, oh, thanks so much. I'm like, yeah, just remember when you do Chicago theater, like I always would say this, and they're like, yeah, whatever. And sure as shit, some of them are doing that level. And I'm like, hey, I guess my phone number has changed. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool to have to open for some of these guys and be like, oh, full circle. But so Lele, you started in DC. Is that where you started?
No, I did not. I started comedy here.
Oh, so you moved here from DC.
I moved. I know.
You lied to us and said that you were doing comedy for 10 years in DC. That's all a lie?
Where are you?
I don't know.
Paul has these fictitious conversations. I don't know. Maybe it's just thoughts you have about me and they come out. Like, who knows?
All I do is think about
I believe that. No.
What happened? You started here.
I started here. I moved to Chicago when I finished graduate school in North Carolina. I was born and raised in the DC metro area. So I left there, went to college in North Carolina, stayed in North Carolina.
Where'd you go to college?
North Carolina Central University.
So you moved here from Chicago to do comedy, or?
No. I moved to Chicago for a different reason. Comedy came out of
desperation.
Not out of desperation. So when I started acting as a kid in DC.
Okay.
Right? I started acting as a kid in DC.
Were you in anything?
I did theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We can talk about that later, but I started there. The very first professional gig I ever had, we performed at the Lincoln Theater
Damn.
Yeah. Whenever I get a special, that's why I'm gonna record my special, because that'll be full circle for me.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Why'd you start comedy here?
So I came here and I couldn't get a job for real. It was 2011 in the field that I had my degree in. Like, it was just really hard for me to find work. I wasn't working, and then when I got a job, it wasn't full time. So to fill the time, I started back dancing and I started back acting.
Dancing like what?
Growing up, I used to learn how to dance, like ballet, jazz, tap, stuff like that. So I started taking an African dance class here on the South Side with Montu.
Never heard of them. Sounds made
they're
up.
amazing. It's not made up at all. I was doing a community theater play as well, and I had auditioned for another play at the Harold Washington Culture Center, and that play happened to be The Color Purple. And my dance audition was West African dance. And I was just in those dance classes.
Wait, there's dance in purple?
The Color Purple? Mm-hmm.
What part?
In the play?
Yeah. The play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In the movie, is there dancing?
There is at the juke joint.
Oh,
there is.
Okay.
Have you ever seen The Color Purple?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's your homework.
Okay. It's like 4 hours.
It's not.
It's long.
It's not.
It's 3 hours.
It's not that long.
3.5 hours.
It is history. It's culture. It's
some
of the
parts
best
of
acting that you've
I know
ever
that.
seen in your life.
I remember that year it won all the awards. And
it did not win, actually.
I thought Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey won.
They did not win for The Color Purple. Everybody got nominated, but nobody won.
That was before
they owed them some Oscar reparations. Like need to run it back. Like they did not win.
I thought they didn't win anything.
Nobody won. Whoopi won for Ghost. She didn't win for The Color Purple.
Well, I know she has an EGOT.
She does. And that O came from Ghost, not The Color Purple.
Okay, so you're doing the dancing during the audition for the play of The Color Purple. Mm-hmm. Then what happens?
I'm part of the ensemble. Okay. Right? And that turns into traveling and performing. At the same time, I'm now going to Second City. And
taking classes there?
Yes, taking classes. And I got, I auditioned for the conservatory. And I got into the conservatory. And so improvisation was my vehicle. It's a comedy.
Got it.
So I started doing improv. I was a part of forming an all-black female improv troupe, Ebony Essence Jet. Love them so much. So funny. So much fun playing with them.
Are they still in Chicago? Other people?
One of us is now in LA, and the other three, so myself and two others, we're still here in Chicago. Shout out to Ebony Essence Jet.
We're going to cut that all out.
No. Oh my gosh, you don't have to be a hater your whole life.
Okay, so
while doing that, I started doing one-woman shows at Stage 773.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then my second one I did at the Revival. But in the midst of doing those shows, I love the feeling of creating and just being on stage and capturing an audience with like my own thoughts, right? And they're paying attention and they're hanging on that every word, right? So this is up until about 2016. In 2017, my grandma dies. And okay, so I should pause. I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, like even as a kid.
Can I ask you something, another pause while we're there? When you're doing your one-woman show, are you just telling your life story or are you creating something different? So the
first one was it was called A Coming of Stage Story. And it just talked about how I got into performing. Okay. And how like I had been performing my whole life and it led me to this point. Okay. Right. So yes, that was autobiographical. The second show was called Life's a Game. It was pretty much, and that was, I think, really like my launch into stand-up, because that was like my observation of like where we were headed in society. This was 2016.
You were predicting COVID and everything?
Oh, no, if I could do that. No, but it was just like highlighting the sensitivity as a society and like, how we kind of got to walk on eggshells and, humanity is still humanity. We don't have to exclude people to be human. We don't have to include.
Well, some people we need to exclude. So the first one was autobiographical. The second one's more predicting.
It was more observational. That's the word I would use.
Why the society's falling apart.
But it was like commentary on like different phases of society when rules were acceptable. 2017.
You always want to be a stand-up comic.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I always want to be a stand-up comedian, but I never thought that I could do it. Especially seeing comics in Chicago, I always felt like, man, these people are so funny, right?
Well, some of them, yeah.
Well, even those that might not be super strong here, send them anywhere else, they're going to crush.
100% agree with that.
Yes. My grandma passes away in 2017. That was my heart, my light, my love, right? At her wake and at her funeral, I made everybody laugh.
Yeah.
And I remember the first lady, who's also a co-pastor in my church, she was like, you should really be a comedian. And I was like, from your lips to God's ears, like, that's something that I wanted to do. And the fact that it was noticeable,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So and my grandma was pretty young to me. So when she passed away, it was like the most like validating aspect of life is short. And I was like, I might as well do the thing that I've always wanted to do. And a week later, I did a show. Shout out to Ronnie Ray. He put me on his show at the Whip. Do you remember that place?
Yeah, Whip Theater up north.
Yep. And that was the first time, like, and he like let me do time. Like I had never really had like a set for real. Yeah. And then from there, like,
you didn't even do an open mic yet?
I had secretly done open mics like here and there.
Yeah.
But they were never good. And like, I just always felt defeated. And I was like, man, I can't do it.
It's hard. During this time, you were working in Chicago part-time still or no?
No.
Okay. So
my professional trajectory changes because now I'm actually working in an area in which I have like, I can marry my talent and my education. So,
which is what?
The easiest way to explain what I do is I help teach organizations how to work together better.
Okay.
Right. But organizational development is what like I studied in school, like public administration through organizational development.
You're making America great again.
Your words.
No, that's your words. I'm just putting them.
Your words.
I'm just making sure people know what you're doing out there.
I'm encouraging collaboration and teamwork.
For adults?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to do stand-up since you were a kid. Who were you watching growing up that made you want to do stand-up?
First of all, my family is very funny. And I just always felt like if I could make them laugh, I can make anybody laugh because my family is very funny. But also, in the early 90s, Def Comedy Jam was the vibe. So every Saturday, we were watching Def Comedy Jam.
Who's we?
My family.
Did you all watch it together?
Yes.
As a kid?
As kids, adults, yes, we all watched it.
That's not appropriate for kids though, right?
Who's to say? Different households got different rules. You just know what not to say outside the house or in the house, right?
Okay.
I remember seeing Adele Givens for the first time.
I don't know who that is.
She's from Chicago. She's hilarious. She was one of the original queens of comedy as well. And I remember the first thing she said, she was like, let's get this out the way. She was like, yes, these are my real lips. And she was like talking about her lips being big. It's like a whale swallowing a Tic Tac or something like that. I don't want to mess up the joke. I'm so sorry, Miss Givens, if I am.
She doesn't listen to this podcast.
You never know who can hear what. You don't be so hard on
I know
yourself,
all
Paul.
7 people that are listening. No, go ahead.
But I remember thinking one that was super hilarious and super smart, right? Because I have a big head. And kids used to always talk about like, you got a big head. And I'd be like, my response used to be, it's because I'm smarter than you, right? I wasn't really good at like roasting, but I love how she like took the ownership of like, yeah, I got big lips and what? Now what? Yeah. And I was like, man, I would love to do that, right? And I always caught on to the callback. Like I always noticed how comics did callbacks.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Sinbad growing up. I remember, watching like old Richard Pryor movies or Richard Pryor stand-ups, Martin Lawrence stand-up. We just really like comedy, like in my family. Okay. And I was just like, I would love to do that.
And you grew up in D.C., you said?
I grew up in the D.C., Maryland area, right? So, yes.
Right.
To answer you, yes.
I mean, there's so much, Chappelle was from D.C. too.
He is.
Did you ever get to see him?
No, I don't think he was around when I was outside.
You were outside. As a kid, when you were under, 8th grade and under, were you allowed to stay up late?
Yeah.
What's late? Like, were you watching TV at like 10:30 at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
My brother, I have a younger brother. He's my best friend. My brother sent me Instagram posts, and it said, when you heard this sound, you knew it was time to go to sleep. And he was like, and it said, anybody that watched, they was like, do you know anybody that watched this? And the sound was the MASH theme song.
Oh,
and MASH used to come on at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's come up on this podcast.
And I used to watch MASH. And my brother was like, you're the only person I know that watched this show. And why were you watching this show?
It's Abi Sanchez is one of his favorite shows.
Are you serious? Okay, now we can talk about it.
My brother liked it too, but yeah, it used to come on and it was like, there was no more good shows for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it was different times everywhere. Yeah.
I was up that late watching.
As a kid, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's late.
Yeah.
What were you like in high school? Were you causing trouble, or were you like goody? Were you a theater kid then?
No, I wish I was. I was a cheerleader. Can you tell?
No.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader in high school. Somewhat nerdy.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Were you drinking and partying in high school or no?
A little bit. I was smoking weed.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody really knew it though.
You hide it?
I never had my own weed. Like I never bought weed, but I had like friends.
They just give it to you.
Yeah. So and so here's the thing. My mom was very like trusting of me. And I think that like really helped shape me. Like her thing was, just tell me where you are. Like, so if I was like, okay, I'm going out this week, where are you going? Just tell me where you going. You know what I'm saying? And she always was real big on like, be a lady and be home at a decent hour because nothing good happens after a certain time,
right,
or whatever. I never want to get in trouble with my mother. I'm more afraid of her than anybody on this planet.
Okay.
I don't think I'm afraid of anybody else, like an actual person, but my mother.
She said nothing good ever happens. Mm-hmm. Now, have you learned that that's not true, or do you believe that still? Like nothing good happens after midnight is what people often say. Mm-hmm. But now that you are an adult, do you still think that, or do you think all the fun shit happens after midnight?
I don't know if it's a specific time that nothing no longer good happens. I know when I got that take your ass in the house feeling, that's what I need to do. When
you're out, you mean? Now?
Yeah. Like if I be like, ooh, what's going on here? Let me, and I'll out of nowhere get an overwhelming sensation to be like, take your ass in the house. I'd be like, I'm going in the house. Like,
what is it that makes you cause that happens?
I do not know.
Is it that you're just too intoxicated, or you look around the room? Okay, so
I don't drink.
You smoke?
I don't smoke anymore neither. Okay. I'm very sober.
So how do you get a sense that you should leave?
I'm gonna say intuition and God. Like, yeah, like I'm gonna say that's what it is. But I'm real big on like observation. Like I try my best.
Yeah.
I'm not always super successful, but I try my best to pay attention to things and surroundings. And I remember one time I was like just driving around and I was like, ooh, I'm about to go get a Frosty from Wendy's, right? It's late. I shouldn't have did this. Cause one, I don't need no goddamn Frosty. I'm lactose intolerant anyway. Why would I do that? Right? But I was thinking like, oh, it won't be that bad. I don't got to eat the whole thing. Right? And I get in a car accident and I was like, that's why. And I knew I had that take your ass in the house feeling. I heard it.
That's why?
I knew I should not have left, and I did. I didn't get the Frosty. These people hit my car. This was the craziest shit, Paul. These people hit my car. I pull over. They act like they're going to pull over and drive.
Yeah, that's common.
Drive off, right? This woman sees these people hit me, so she pull over, and she says, this is their license plate, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't know who this angel is, but thank you so much for that, right? The police happen to be coming down the street, and they like, what's going on here? She starts to say, these people just here. She starts to tell the situation before I could tell. The ambulance shows up. They're like, do you need to go with us? I'm like, no, I'm okay. They like, let us check you out. They like, your blood pressure is amazing. This is textbook what your blood pressure is supposed to be. So the accident must not have been that bad. So the police put out the tag and they say, hey, can you get in the car with us? We think we found them and we just need you to identify them. And I was like, what? And they was like, yeah, come on.
You're like, I'm no snitch.
So I get in the back of the car. About my motherfucking car, I was snitching because y'all shouldn't have pulled off, you know? So we got in the car and they drive around and we're like like 35th and Archer. We're in this area.
Okay.
Right? I don't know what neighborhood
Southside,
that is,
yeah.
but yeah. And we pull up. It's like a whole bunch of people in this front yard, right? And they like drinking and like smoking or whatever. And they pull up on these people, and those two people that hit my car tried to get in the car and pull off or whatever, right? And so they like stopped them and was like, hey, did you get in an accident? And they was like, no. And they walked around the car, and their car was messed up. They was like, so what happened right here? And they was like, oh man, you know, this real big moose hit our car. And they was like, where were you at where a moose hit your car?
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, it was a long time ago. And they was like, because this looks very fresh, right?
A moose.
So he comes back to the car, and he's like, can you identify them? I was like, I can't really see. So they was like, all right, we're going to roll the window down. And I was like, wait, so they going to see me? No, like, I don't want these kind of problems.
Yeah.
So he said, all right, we're going to turn around. And as I pulled down, I just want you to tell me if it's them. So he got close, and I was like, yeah, it was them. So they ended up getting arrested.
Good.
But I went on a stakeout getting in an accident. It was the craziest thing.
Cops did that to me once too. There was a guy who wasn't supposed to be here, and they go, will you identify him? I'm like, it's here. He knows where I live. And he's like, I'm going to put a flashlight into his eye the whole time so he can't see you. I'm like, that's not going to help. He can still see. But I had to identify this guy. So like for 3 months after, I'm like, this fucker is going to come kill me.
Man, that's scary, right?
Yeah, it sucks. But I snitch all the time. I think that snitches get stitches thing is the stupidest thing. I used to do a joke about it. It never worked. But I'm like, I snitch on everybody. Fuck
I
'em.
don't think that applies to like actual civilians.
It doesn't apply at all. It's stupid.
If you doing something, if you a part of the bullshit, like, no, you don't need to be snitching.
I think that if you snitch, look, everything we find out that bad people have done is because of snitching. Whistleblowers, right? In the real world. It's the same thing. But somewhere along the line, it became uncool to snitch. But you should snitch. Everything good happens because that's the only way people get busted. Now, in the black community, it's frowned upon to snitch, just as is in the Italian community. They're like, oh, those are you don't want to be a rat. It's like, fuck that. If somebody killed somebody, I'm going to snitch. If somebody, I don't even care if they just steal my backpack, I'm going to snitch. I don't give a shit. I don't care. As long as they don't find out where I live, that's different. I remember I went on a ride along with a cop, and we went on the south side, and I'm like, I'm so naive. I'm like, why don't we just ask these guys? Because we had to investigate something. And the cop was like, he's like, oh, you want me to ask him? He goes, watch this. And the cop goes, the guy was drinking. This old man was sitting on the corner on the south side. And he's drinking a Bud Light, just like a 40. And he goes, oh, you like Bud Light? And the guy's like, I don't know. It's like, well, I prefer it. And the cop was trying to be nice. Like, I like Coors Light better. You like Bud Light better? He's like, I don't know. He's like, you don't even know if you like Bud Light or Coors Light better. It's like, I don't know. He's like, what do you think, Paul? You think we're going to get some answers? So I'm like, he wouldn't even answer like a preference. I'm going to make sure everyone knows you're a snitch.
Okay, well, that would be incorrect. But it was about my car that day. Like, had them people would have just stayed and we could have figured it out, like, it didn't have to go that far. You know what I'm saying?
I tell on everybody. I'm like, if I'm like, oh, someone's drinking at the Laugh Factory on the job, I call the owner. I'm like, Lele's fucking went a minute over her time. I don't care. I'll snitch on everybody. I'll take pictures of the evidence. I'm like, she was supposed to do 12 minutes. She did 13.
Hey, you know what? I believe you. Everything about you says that's what you do.
I don't give a fuck. I'll snitch on everybody. Have you been in a situation where you're like, now you realize, like, I'm glad I was out? You're like, I'm glad I came out. Like,
I'm sure.
You don't remember anything?
I don't know if anything like significant stands out, but like, do I have a good time? Yeah. I don't always get the take your ass home feeling or whatever.
Yeah.
Cause I'm honestly like a go with the flow person. Like, people like, you trying to do this? I'll be like, yeah, let's go. You know, like, I'm down. But also, if I don't want to do it, I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I be down for whatever. But no, I can't think of anything that was like, yo, this turned out to be the best night ever. Well, I will say this, like, when I'm with my line sisters, and we don't have plans.
Your what sister?
My line sisters. So I'm in a sorority, and my line sisters are the people that I cross with.
What's it called? What's the sorority called?
The name of my sorority is Delta Sigma Theta.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's
but
Milan?
My, as in me, line sisters. So we were on line
Oh,
together.
line. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What about in Chicago? What are you doing after the shows? Like, what's your post show? Obviously, after shows, it takes a little while for you to come down, right? What are you doing after shows?
Go home.
What are you doing when you go home?
Watching TV.
That's it?
Yeah, watching TV. I'm really boring, Paul.
Yeah, you need to get a fucking vice or two, like some bad things in your life.
Shopping is my vice. I'll go online. I'll go in stores. Like,
what about late at night? What are you doing are you writing? Do you write late at night?
I should be, but no.
No.
Like, and I do crack myself up though. I just be thinking about stuff and bust out laughing. I'll find stuff to laugh at. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I have a daily goal to laugh from the pit of my stomach. Like every day. And
what if it's like 11:30 at night, you haven't done it yet? What do you do?
I promise you, no matter what, it happens. At some point of the day, it happens. I
force
never
yourself.
miss it. I don't have to, but if for some reason I didn't have that belly laugh, I know what to think about or what to find that will make me laugh like I've never seen it before.
What is it, my closer?
Absolutely not. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Is that the "this is how we do it" joke?
Oh, God, no. Do you have your go-tos that make you laugh all the time?
Yeah, I love watching live TV fails. Like,
from newscasts and stuff? Oh, yeah, those are good.
Newscasts, from like award shows, like all of those things. Like,
they just make you crack up.
Yes, like it's this
good.
one thing that I found. It's kind of like circulating now, but it was like, I guess, an infomercial, and this man was trying to demonstrate this like ladder, but the ladder wasn't going up, it was going sideways. He climbed on top of it and he was like, oh, see, it's not locked. And then it like goes down. He was like, it's locked in place now. He starts to crawl on it. His name's Harold. And then he just falls and his butt is in the air. And he was like, to purchase this ladder, he finishes this.
It just makes you laugh.
He's like, you can get it for $59.99.
Is this a belly laugh right now?
No, no, it's not.
That's not a belly laugh?
No. I'm belly laugh. I be crying, but like the fact that he really like still tried to sell.
It's funny. I like that it makes you laugh so hard. And that's not a belly laugh?
No.
Did you do your belly laugh today yet?
I'm sure I did.
Okay.
When I was outside waiting. Yes, I did.
Oh, outside waiting for the podcast? Mm-hmm. We were on the phone. Mm-hmm. Who are you talking to?
My cousin.
Oh, okay.
You so nosy.
I just need to know these things.
Why?
Because it's my business.
No, it's not.
Some of the stuff that I find funny, it doesn't translate on social media. Like for me, the fun, obviously, and I think that's why people love crowd work, because it's like, it's in the moment. Mm-hmm. It's not scripted. Mm-hmm. The unscripted stuff, like you're saying with the newscasting when things go wrong, mm-hmm. those are the funniest things for me. And seeing the reactions of people in the comedy, in the stand-up world too.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like when I'm hosting, just to get the audience acclimated and engaging them, I always hear the weirdest thing. Like I was like, is anybody celebrating anything tonight?
Yeah.
And this lady said, freedom. And I was like, did you just get out of jail? Because now I want to talk to you. Right. But she was like, no, like I just don't have my children. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like I was invested now. What?
Yeah. So let's talk about late nights. So when are you normally going to bed now? What time's your schedule?
I start to fall asleep like 1:45 too.
That's late. Because you have to wake up and be like a community activist for that Make America Great Again thing you do.
I didn't say none of those words.
Well, the community thing that you do.
Didn't say that either.
You said you bring people together.
I teach organizations.
Okay.
How to work together.
That's communities. Organizations? What kind of organizations?
I can't say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a specific type of
Republican.
Community.
Yeah, no, I understand. So you're doing this, and they're flexible, but like what time are you waking up if you're going to bed at 1:45?
Right now I start to wake up as the sun is coming up, because I had like my window is just right there. But I might wake up at like 5:30, and if I don't go walking, I'll start to fall back to sleep and then wake back up at 9:30. But it's so weird. I've always been like this. Like I just don't be able to sleep at night. Like I sleep like in the middle of the day.
Oh, you get your sleep in just different times.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people don't need sleep.
Yeah. Well, after a while, if I don't get enough sleep, I start to get really bad headaches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta go to sleep. Like I don't know why my body responds like that.
Do you drink coffee?
No.
God.
Tea's my vibe. I'm not a coffee drinker.
Caffeine tea?
Black tea sometimes, but I can't really handle caffeine, honestly.
So how do you stay up? What's your energy?
I just be up. I can't explain it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Sometimes I'll be up. I'll be watching stuff, or I'll end up listening to music and then it'll turn into gospel music or whatever, and I'll spend time with like, God and worshiping Jesus and things like that. Other times I might end up in a rabbit hole of trashy reality TV and how we led to these different storylines. Like,
so what are the things that you do that are frowned upon as a society? People are addicted to coffee. People are addicted to drugs and alcohol. People drink too much Diet Cokes. Like, you have vices as a human. You need to have vices. Shopping is considered a bad thing, I suppose. What are you doing that's bad? Like, you're
probably eating terribly.
Okay. You eat Frosties when you have lactose intolerance? That's a bad idea. I have not
done that since I got in that accident. Right?
You haven't had a Frosty since?
Haven't had ice cream, like dairy ice cream.
You don't even look at Wendy's when you see it on the pool?
No, and I used to work at Wendy's in high school too.
Did you really?
I did.
What's bad that you eat? You're saying you eat bad
food? My goodness. Cake, cookies,
sweet
donuts. So that's but like vice. Fried food.
Okay, so you have vices. That's
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, food and shopping.
Food and shopping's good. I fucking love donuts.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what is in Krispy Kreme donuts, but I cannot eat them.
They're so bad. I don't like their
they're
donuts.
So delicious.
Have you had like a real donut from places other like the places in Chicago that had like Stan's is a decent donut too? Have you had donuts outside of like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme?
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts is trash. I agree.
Krispy Kreme donuts are so good to me, though.
They're okay.
Like they're so good, especially when they're hot now.
What's your go-to donut at Krispy Kreme?
Either a chocolate glaze. This sounds very like Big Back behavior right now.
Big Mac?
Big Back.
Oh, Big Back.
Big Back.
Got
like,
it.
This is how you're
pointing your shoulders.
Yeah, because but the chocolate glaze, strawberry glaze, or just original glazed donut.
You need to go to there's better donut places in Chicago.
I'm like trying to abstain. Like I'm trying to wean myself off sugar. So
yeah,
don't tell me because I'll mess around and find the stands.
We used to have donuts. I used to do a show on WGN radio late at night with Patty Vasquez, and I was like became the donut expert. And they were like, we'd have different companies bring in donuts. I talk about donuts all the time on the radio show. Then people started bringing me donuts to shows that I was performing at.
Oh my God.
And they're like, we should create this. I'm like, this sounds like a horrible, how does this end well for me as being the donut guy in Chicago?
Yeah.
That's like, I'd be like 300 pounds now.
Yeah.
And I'd have diabetes.
And you know what I would be afraid of? That somebody would bring me a weed infused donut.
Oh, right.
I am so afraid of accidentally eating food with weed in it.
Have you ever drank in any time in your life?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I stopped drinking in 2013. I stopped smoking in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you drinking a lot? Is that why you stopped? Or you just were like, it's not for me?
So in college, I felt like I drank a lot.
When you're with your line girls?
Line sisters.
Line sisters.
It's the correct term. But no, even before I joined my sorority, I used to get sick. I got tired of getting sick after drinking.
The night of or the next day?
The next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hangovers are bad.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever experienced, it's not necessarily a hangover, but you just feel icky. Like you just like your body wants to expel it, but it doesn't know how. So it's just sitting there.
That's normal.
Is it? Yeah.
Do you not drink at all anymore?
I don't drink at all.
So if you're out at a bar, you don't even have the urge to have a drink?
No.
That's good.
No.
So being a night owl, have you ever had a situation where you're in a relationship and the person has like a normal hours, or like have you You did the podcast Singles Only. Mm-hmm. Have you had a relationship since the podcast?
No.
What the fuck? Everyone that does my podcast ends up getting married. You fucked up my thing.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say, you not married? What happened to you?
That's my choice.
Okay. How can it not be our choice for me too?
No, because you said in the podcast that you wanted to find someone.
No, I do. And I'm still interested.
What are you doing to make it happen?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything. That's not true. That's not true.
You go on the dating apps?
I'm not going to do that.
Why?
I'm not interested in
That's so crazy.
But I will say the self-work, I really am like trying to make myself the best version I could be. So when I do meet the man that's for me, like I'm healed, healthy, and whole, you know?
Is this is the best version of you that you've ever had in your life so far? Because I feel like 2022 Lele Mason was better.
You don't know me.
You were nicer back then. Now you have a little attitude.
No.
Every time I see you, you're a little attitude.
That's probably true. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how's the show? You're like, I'm busy. And you're just looking at the phone.
You were a lawyer.
Yeah.
The way you just lie, like, I'm like, but okay, it makes sense why you were a lawyer.
No, you did. You are attitude sometimes. I remember I did a show recently and I was trying to be nice to you and you're like, get away from me.
Because, Paul, you do annoying shit.
That's true.
Like, you will come and sit, like, right beside me. And and I don't know if you know this, but, like, personal space is so important to me.
I know.
So when people invade it, like, that's what I'd be like, what do you want? Like,
I just need attention.
I noticed, and you could get it without having to be a jackass.
You get so riled up, but then you get mad too.
No, I don't get mad.
You're like, what do you want?
Yeah, I don't. That's not mad. That's annoying. You've never seen me mad.
No?
No, you never seen me mad.
What makes you mad?
I don't even know how to answer that because I don't entertain foolishness. So if I feel like something has just like gone really off the rails and I have to be pulled into it, I think that would make me mad. But yeah, I don't really get mad too often.
When are you writing or like being creative now? Are you late at night? You're not. So when are you doing it?
I'm the most creative in the shower.
Okay.
My shower has heard the best sets.
Are you speaking them out loud?
Yes. Like I'll start to say like tags, or I'll start to like go through a premise, and then I'll freestyle it, and then I'll get out the shower and forget everything that.
You should get one of those pens that you can write in the shower. A lot of people are like that. Like for me, I used to listen to them in the shower because then it would force, there's nothing else that you have to listen to them. If I'm by myself listening to it, I'll do 80 things to avoid having to listen to it. Mm-hmm. So that's where you write? For
the most part. I need to be doing a lot better at writing, actually. I feel like I would be way funnier if I wrote way more. But I kind of just like let things come to me and then just try it on stage. I'll like jot things down in my phone though.
You should tell the story about the Wendy's or the snitching thing. That's a funny story. Like, I know who snitches here. I can see that becoming a bit. Everyone is against snitching. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I'm a big fan of it. If there's nothing we learned here today, it's the snitching is good.
Paul, why did you become a comedian?
I don't know. I question myself every day. Do you have enemies in Chicago? I don't want to know their names. But
if I do, I don't know it.
Yeah, I don't
think so.
I can't imagine anyone not liking you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Except me.
And then honestly, if you don't like me, that's your business. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. You know
I honestly, I don't think I've ever heard a negative thing about you.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We're out of time. We'll talk about that another time. Lele, where can people find out more about you and your upcoming shows?
You can always follow me on Instagram.
Which is?
Lele, Lele Mason, Mason
right
_
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
That's it. Were you bored today?
No. I had fun talking to you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Lele, for doing the podcast. I appreciate it. I know it was very hard to get you here, and I'm sorry we made you wait in your car outside so you can talk to your cousin. Mm-hmm. And thank you all for watching or listening to another edition of Why Are You Awake?
All 7 of you. You're appreciated.
Yeah, I already said that. Is that a callback?
It was.